chat, you say it and I'll see it.
You said what? Yeah, to start playing, yeah.
There you go. Start playing. I'll post it in a little bit after this drive.
Hold on, why ain't you posting it now?
Because I'm gonna wait, because they're gonna see that I just started and see the 4 minutes.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try
as long as you ain't got to turn
with them here. Try to play field position, maybe. Turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense.
No. It'll tell you once when you hit stream.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
All right, go ahead, post it, man.
Cunningham with a pick, and his guys will set.
Do a stream then. All right, good luck. Yeah, I'm gonna stream. Get off the party. I think they heard it though, right? You don't think so? All right. I'm going right now. Hello?
Shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
To throw on 2nd down. Purdy will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. 61, matchbox lights.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 2. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So that'll back him up 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Purdy. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Get it.
From the gun, Purdy. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Watch out, watch out.
Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Ready, set.
53, Mike. Come on. You better bring.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Purdy. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a run with Geis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, watch it. Tight dog. Slam.
Get it.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 23 yards for the touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ready, ready. 30 base. Go. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
But you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not no chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go. Here, Pilot, 64. Weak.
Slam. Check. Go.
They start on the ground with Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Looking deep for Julio. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, lock it.
You ready? Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Got a man open. It's Ross. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Double dog. That's the way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, let go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 4th quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Throwing again. Purdy. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Throwing after the interception. Purdy. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go to Barkley again. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready? 8, read. 5, 5. 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Saints. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
At the 17-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and get it with Geis. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. 2nd and 9 now. He's got Smith here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Bring it.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Going deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Give him 32 on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jonnu Smith. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Ready,
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Man, I got you.
Hey, Charlie. Now.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Being chased out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, In college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 55, Mike.
They'll look to throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Again, it's Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And he has got it. From 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2nd and 6. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 3. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back to throw. Purdy. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check, check 43. Check, check, check.
Look, squeeze, get it.
On the run, it's Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Purdy. Open man is Ross, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Switch.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It was Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Ready? 8, read.
I'm coming.
Deep grip.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 snap.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
First and 10. It's a 16-yard line.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Switch, switch, switch.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
The play lost a yard. It's now third and goal.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal. And they will take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.